Hi, hello students. Let's start our discussion regarding the chlorine only. You know very well chlorine. Chlorine is represented by Cl only. Chlorine is 17th group elements. You know very well about the chlorine. Symbol is Cl. Chlorine symbol is Cl. So let's start our discussion about the chlorine. In the 17th group elements are there. In the halogen family, we are going to discuss about the chlorine. First, remember chlorine was discovered by the scientist named HCl. The scientist named HCl, he discovered the chlorine. How he discovered means whenever hydrochloric acid react with manganese dioxide called MnO2. Whenever hydrochloric acid react with manganese dioxide, some gas is liberated. That gas is they called as a chlorine. Generally, you know very well chlorine gas name is coming as the pungent only. Later, the scientist name is Davy. He said that chlorine is not a molecule, it is element. Davy established the elemental nature of the chlorine molecule. What is said, chlorine is not a molecule, it is element, it is diatomic molecule. He suggests that the name of chlorine on account of your color. Account of color, based on color, he said here. The general Greek is the chloros means greenish yellow. Chloros means greenish yellow color is there. Then it is called as a chlorine only. So regarding this one is we are going to discuss about the chlorine compounds only. I am saying once again is chlorine was discovered by scientist named HCl. How we prepare means now when hydrochloric acid react with the manganese dioxide, one yellow color gas, greenish yellow color gas liberated, then we call as a chlorine only. Later scientist Davies explained, Davies said that one chlorine is the element, is not a molecule only. Later one next point, students said that go for next slide here. Next one, preparation of chlorine. How can you prepare chlorine? It can be prepared by the one of the following method only. What happens is consider the by heating of the manganese dioxide with concentrated hydrochloric acid. If you take the manganese dioxide, when heat with the concentrated hydrochloric acid, manganese dioxide oxidizing agent here, what happens is consider the manganese MnCl2 will come, manganese dichloride will come along with the chlorine gas liberated. Along with the chlorine gas. The chlorine gas coming from the hydrochloric acid. When our hydrochloric acid reacts with manganese dioxide, chlorine gas will come here. Actually, by action of the HCl on the potassium permanganate. Do you know where potassium permanganate is there? No? K-4 is called potassium permanganate. Potassium permanganate react with the hydrochloric acid. They form, look at the K is there, no? Here Cl is there. So what is the salt will come? KCl is along with MnCl, manganese dichloride, water molecule and chlorine gas liberated only. Chlorine gas is liberated only. So by this method, what happens there? You can prepare the chlorine. We can maybe prepare the chlorine by using of this method only. Next one is the manufacturing of chlorine. So how can you prepare the manufacturing of chlorine means now here the many methods are there for manufacturing of chlorine is there. Now one of the method I am going to discuss right now. Because in this manufacturing chlorine, most important one is the decant process. What is decant process? Nothing but here the whenever by the oxidation of hydrochloric acid gas by the atmosphere oxygen in the presence of the copper chloride. What they are taking copper chloride solid. It act as catalyst is there. When you pass the hydrochloric acid gas undergo decomposition, the produce of the chlorine gas is there. No, this process called as a decant process. Next one is the electrolysis. You know very well most common method is the electrolysis. When you take the sodium chloride, then you go for electrolysis process. You get chlorine gas on. All we discuss 11th standard when you go for the chloroalkali process. Chloroalkali process, what happens there? Here, then you take the sodium chloride and when you add small amount of water, when you go for electrolysis, you get the sodium hydroxide chlorine gas only. No? So chlorine is obtained by the electrolysis of brine solution. Brine solution is the sodium chloride solution only. Chlorine is liberated at the anode. At the anode is no chlorine gas will come outside. It is obtained as a byproduct in the many chemical reaction. So if you consider the many chemical reaction is there. No, in the many chemical reaction, chlorine gas is coming as a byproduct. Next, properties of chlorine. General properties of chlorine. First look at the color is there. It is greenish yellow gas. It's a greenish yellow gas and it has a pungent smell is there. Pungent suffocating odor. It about 2 to 5 times heavier than air. When compared to air is more denser is there. That's the reason when our chlorine gas liberated, the air is replaces. Air will goes upside, chlorine gas will comes down. That's why it can be liquefy easily. You know where chlorine gas can be easily converted to liquid state only. Okay, na? Generally when you convert liquid state, its color is greenish yellow liquid. The boiling point is 238 to 239. Okay, what happens is it is soluble in water. Generally the boiling point is 239 kelvins only. It readily soluble in the water. You know very well, easy liquid gas readily soluble in the water. You know very well. general reaction of the with metals only. Reaction with metal. Chlorine is more reactive, more element is that has the highest electronegativity is there. So chlorine can react with metals, non-metals, hydrogen, hydrocarbons, and many reactions are there. You can just consider chlorine react with the number of metals and non-metals to form a chlorides only. Aluminum react with the chlorine, they form a AlCl3, aluminum trichloride, aluminum chloride only. Now sodium react with the chlorine, they form sodium chloride. Iron react with the chlorine, they form a ferric chloride, ferric one plus 3 only. Look at these are metals. Consider the non-metals, which just consider phosphorus and sulfur is there, no? They react with the chlorine, they form a phosphorus trichloride. Sulfur react with the chlorine, form a sulfur dichloride. It has a great affinity for hydrogens. You know very well, it's considered, if you remember, most of the condition is hydrochloric acid only. What happens when chlorine gas react with the hydrogen, they form a hydrochloric acid. This hydrochloric acid still is gas only. This called as a hydrochloric gas in generally. When it dissolves in the water, then only it forms a hydrochloric acid. Aqueous form of the HCl is called as a hydrochloric acid only. Aqueous form of HCl is called hydrochloric acid. The students remember here next points are there. Next is a very important point is that chlorine has high affinity towards the hydrogen. Let's say when chlorine react with the H2S gas, what happens there here? Hydrogen gas will be replaced as they form hydrochloric acid along with sulfur. Along with sulfur only will come here. So next one is consider you will take hydrocarbons. When hydrocarbons react with the chlorine, they form hydrochloric acid and carbon only. With the X amount of ammonia, very important. With the X amount of ammonia, chlorine gives nitrogen and ammonium chloride. Whereas with the X amount of chlorine, nitrogen can form nitrogen trichloride also. Nitrogen trichloride is the explosive reaction. So that reaction I will explain here. If we take ammonia, I am taking excess. I am taking chlorine in somewhat limited quantity only. What I am going to get the ammonium chloride I will get along with nitrogen gas is liberated. If I take the X amount of chlorine with ammonia form nitrogen trichloride. Nitrogen trichloride, what will get the HCl is will get. Okay, HCl is. If you take the chlorine excess, this will come. If you take ammonia excess, this reaction will be happen only. Generally with cold and dilute alkali, it is very important is with cold and dilute alkali, chlorine gas produces a mixture product. Mixture product. One is get the NaCl will come, next one hypochlorite. Hypochlorite is one. But with the hot condition is there, no, the product will be various. Very important one is you could when sodium hydroxide take the cold and diluted. When you pass chlorine gas, what will get the sodium chloride will get along sodium chloride will get along with one is NaOCl will get sodium. Okay, this is called as a what you get the sodium hypochlorite. Sodium hypochlorite. What will get along with one water molecule is coming together. If you take the hot and concentrated sodium hydroxide, when you pass the chlorine gas, you will get the sodium chloride. Sodium hypochlorite is chlorite. So this one is chlorite only. What will get here the chlorite? Chlorate. This is chlorate. This is chlorite. Look at when our oxygen state is less is there, no, then it's called look at less number of oxygen is there, and it will come 8. More number of oxygen is come like 8 only. Next one is there hot and concentration only. Next one you know very well preparation of bleaching powder is there, no. How they prepare when they take the lime water, when they pass the chlorine gas, they form a bleaching powder along with the calcium chloride water molecule. Okay, no? By this method only. Once again I am saying here the chlorine is strongest oxidizing agent. It will react the hydrogen sulfide. It gives hydrochloric acid along with sulfur. Whenever this one hydrocarbons react with the chlorine, they form hydrochloric acid and carbon only. Look at the when chlorine is react with ammonia, they form ammonium chloride and nitrogen gas. When ammonia, look at the just consider two conditions are there. If you take the ammonia excess condition, if you take the chlorine excess condition. If you take chlorine excess condition, what is the NCl, the nitrogen trichloride will come here. There. Similar way, if you take the chlorine, when you take the cold alkali condition, two product will come. Strong concentrated alkali, you will get the two product only. When chlorine gas pass through lime solution is there, now when chlorine gas pass through lime solution, these are the products will be come up here. These are the product will come here. Then students here. Next point is then flow general chlorine is strongest oxidizing agent. What strongest oxidizing agent itself undergo reduction only. When compared to the Cl and Cl minus is more stable. Why? Because it have in the octet configuration. So what is it is? It is generally it oxidizes some other elements are there. Generally it oxidizes ferrous Fe+2 to Fe+3. Okay, no. Sodium sulfide to sodium sulfate. Look at the one oxygen atom is increased here. Sulfur dioxide to sulfuric acid. Iodine no iodic acid. Iodine no iodic acid. So what I am just consider by this one process is look at these three oxidation state. What I mean there the ferrous, ferric, sodium sulfide, sodium sulfate, just sulfur dioxide, sulfuric acid, iodine, iodic acid. So what happens, these chemical reaction happen, by this chemical reaction get it on. Next one is the very well, this reaction already studied in the 11th standard. Chlorine react with the hydrocarbons, gives a substitute product only. When our chlorine react with hydrochloric acid, we get substitute product only. What is the product here? If you take the methane gas, when you react to chlorine, depends of the sunlight, what happens there? Methyl chloride. This reaction carries through the free radical mechanism only. Suppose look at the, if you take saturated hydrocarbon, is there a substitution reaction which takes place. If you take the unsaturated C2H4, means look at there, 2 hydrogen atoms are deficient, 1 pi bond will be there. When react with chlorine, what happens, the addition product will come. Look at the addition product means C2H4, C2H4. What happens, the chlorine atoms are added, that's called addition product only. When the addition product is coming means when now you take the hydrocarbons are there, unsaturated hydrocarbons, you will get the high addition product only. Saturated hydrocarbons, you take the substitution product only. Next one important one, uses only. Generally chlorine is generally used as a bleaching agent. Bleaching agent for the wood pulp, for many other industries also, and the bleaching of the cotton and textile industry also. Next point is, it is used in the extraction of the gold and platinum. Expensive metals are there, for their extraction you can use. Okay, you can use, students, you know very well here. So you know very well here, for the extraction of the gold and platinum is there, for the manufacturing of the dyes, drugs and organic compounds such as carbon tetrachloride, chloroform, DDT, refining materials are there. The next one is then sterilizing water. You know, water purification process, they will use chlorine, and also the preparation of the poisonous gases such as the poison. Poison is there, poisonous gas also, tear gas also, mustard gas also. For the preparation of these gases, chlorine is used. Preparation of these gases, chlorine is used. Next one important one, hydrochloric acid, HCl. General global is prepared the hydrochloric acid by heating up the common salt. Take common salt, sodium chloride with concentrated sulfuric acid, we get the HCl gases come. That the scientist name is Davis said that hydrochloric acid is not an element, it is a molecule. It is a combination of 2 elements on hydrogen, chlorine. This is small L. Part of next one is preparation. How can you prepare? Me very well. In the laboratory, it is prepared by the heating of sodium chloride with sulfuric acid. When you take sodium chloride with sulfuric acid heated, they form a sodium hydrogen sulfide, sodium bisulfide, and hydrochloric acid gas will come. Similar way, sodium bisulfide react with again sodium chloride. One of the hydrogen atom is in this hydrogen atom, this chlorine atom, they form hydrochloric acid. What happens here? The hydrochloric acid is there, so what happens, 2 sodium atoms, so Na2SO4. Na2SO4 will be come outside. Next one is that here the most important thing is there. Okay. Next one is properties of hydrochloric acid. General hydrochloric acid is there. It is a colorless and pungent smell gas only. This colorless, pungent smell gas. It is easily liquefied to a color liquid. Generally consider it is liquid, colorless liquid only. If you consider you apply the high pressure, low temperature is there, hydrochloric acid becomes liquid only. Generally, if you go for the very cool temperature, it becomes solid also. Generally, it is extremely soluble in the water and ionized in the, look at the, consider the, you know very well, hydrochloric acid will dissolve the water from a hydronium ion and chlorine gases. This is property for acidic nature only. Hydrochloric acid in the gaseous state is not acidic nature, but in the aqueous solution act as acidic nature only. You know very well, if the ammonia is a base, when react to hydrochloric acid, both they will react to what form, say the ammonium chloride. Do you know very well, if whenever some chlorine gas liberated, if you want to justify means, if you take ammonia solution, ammonia hydroxide solution, if you pass the chlorine gas, you will get the hydrochloric acid, react with ammonia, they form ammonium chloride, dense fumes will come. By this dense fume, you can easily identify whether the chlorine compound or not only. These are the one of test used in the laboratory to identify the chlorine compound only. Next one is the when 3 parts of concentrated hydrochloric acid, 1 part of nitric acid is called as a aqua regia. You know very well, students said that, you know very well, some people they will come and they will say we will clean the gold, we will make gold, they will rob your gold. Generally, what they will add the 3 parts of hydrochloric acid, 1 part of nitric acid. This mixture have the capability to dissolve the gold, platinum, silver, whatever material it will dissolve. What happens is consider these materials are used for extraction of gold also. Look at the gold react with the hydrochloric acid. They mention H plus and Cl minus only, and nitric acid. They form a AuCl4. This complex is soluble in the water. This complex is soluble in the water. General gold is not soluble in the water. The salt is soluble in the water. Platinum also react with the generally HD hydrochloric acid, nitric acid. They form a platinum hexachloride. The salt is soluble in the water. Next one is the, you know very well, simple reaction is when hydrochloric acid decompose some salts. If you take sodium carbonate, when you add HCl, what they forms NaCl forms carbon dioxide gas will come. If you take sodium bicarbonate, when you add HCl, sodium chloride will come and carbon dioxide will come. When you take sodium sulfide, when you add the hydrochloric acid, they form the NaCl and water molecule along with sulfur dioxide. So by using of this test, you can easily identify the carbon dioxide, carbonate salts are not also. Okay, next one, last one is use of the chlorine only. Hydrochloric, generally hydrochloric acid. You use it as a manufacturing of the chlorine and ammonium chloride, glucose. Look at it, for this compound manufacturing you can use here. Why glucose means starch hydrolysis in this acidic medium only, they form glucose only. For extraction of the, general consider extraction of glue from the bones and purification of bones also they'll use. Next one, the medicine industries are the, in medicine industries also it can be used only. In medicine industry also it can be used. Next one is important point is the interhalogen compounds. You know, interhalogen compounds means when two halogen atoms are react each other, it generates a new type of compounds called interhalogen compounds only. These interhalogen compounds are then, look at the A, nothing but here the lowest electronegativity, X having highest electronegativity only. You could hear the here A must be, A never be fluorine, X never be iodine. This is one point to remember. Consider ClF, chlorine and fluorine, BRF, BRCl, ICl, IBR, AX3, ClF3, BRF3, ICl3, AX5, BRF5, IF5, AX7, IF7 is there now. So like this one is they forms the interhalogen compounds only. Why they are forming is because of the different ratio of the halogens only. Next one is preparation of the interhalogen compounds. Interhalogen compounds can be prepared directly combination of, look at there the chlorine gas. 1 mole of chlorine react with 1 mole of fluorine at this temperature 473 kelvins, they form a chlorine fluoride ClF. Similarly, if you take 3 moles, if you take, you get a ClF3. Iodine react with the chlorine, form ICl. Bromine react with the fluorine, form BRF3. Bromine react with the fluorine at 5 molecules of BRF5 only. So what happens? Different types of the interhalogen compounds are formed. There are general interhalogen compounds are covalent molecule and diamagnetic in nature only. They are volatile solid and liquids at 298 kelvins except ClF. ClF is gas only. ClF is a gas only. Their physical properties are intermediate between those compounds having the halogen. Just consider that the physical properties are intermediate between those of constitutive halogen, except that their melting point and boiling point are little higher than expected only. Next one is that their chemical reactions are, the interhalogen compounds are more reactive only. The bonds are weak only. General compound with the individual halogen atoms only. Interhalogen compound, their chemical reaction can be compared with the individual halogens only. Fluorine is more reactive, chlorine is somewhat less, bromine is somewhat less, iodine very less only. In generally, interhalogen compounds are more reactive than halogen. Next one is the consider the interhalogen compound. Intermolecular bond is then excess bond is weak bond only. Weak bond only. Look at the FF bond is there, no interhalogen compounds is weak only because of inter-electron repulsions only. All these compounds readily undergo hydrolysis, they form a hydrochloric acid, hypochlorite only. HX, HOX. This type of compound will be formed easily only. Next one, structure of interhalogen compound ClF3 is there, no ClF3. Remember, chlorine containing of the 7 valence electrons are there. 7 valence electrons are involved, 3 valence electrons in bond formation. Remaining 4 is there, no, that 4 lone pairs will be there. The structure is T shape. T shape is structure only. Next one is IF7 is there, no, look at here, IF7 is a pentagonal bipyramidal structure. Pentagonal bipyramidal structure only. Next one is use of the, consider the next one is the, no, these compounds can be used as non-aqueous solvent also. Carbon tetrachloride, carbon CCl, chloroform is as a non-aqueous solvent. Interhalogen compounds are very powerful fluorinating agent. They used for the extraction of the uranium, plutonium. This one extraction of the, they will use ClF3, BRF3 used in the production of the uranium hexafluoride. Uranium hexafluoride.